I'm loving the show, by the way. I've just watched 4 episodes already. I had to be torn away just to come and speak to you guys just now, but I'm going to go straight back to it when I'm done. I'm going to start with you, Betty. I mean, what a journey you guys take the audience on. I finish each episode and I'm just desperate for the next one to begin. Was it a similar experience for you when you were reading the scripts?
Well, the scripts actually were going through quite the evolutionary process as we were shooting it. So, yes, but also I left myself very much in a sort of open space because I knew that things would be changing and evolving. And so.
With that in mind, Adrian, how is it taking on a role like Nick? Because he could be a victim, he could be a really nasty person, but you don't really know that, I guess, when initially reading it, which means the entire makeup of who your character is not yet revealed. How, as an actor, do you approach a role like that when you yourself don't really know what sort of man he truly is?
Well, I take sort of the essentialism approach to acting. In the moment, just be in that moment. So this was a really exciting role for me because when I got to be the fun-loving father, I could purely be that. But then when I got to be the guy that was a little suspect, I got to really lean into that and sink my teeth into it. So I got to really play the range, and that's really exciting for an actor. It keeps it interesting and dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Nick is such an integral part to this series, but he's removed somewhat, given he's kind of taken hostage, I suppose, so early on. But he's obviously spoken about constantly, but seen quite sparingly. Does it make it easier to watch and more fun to watch back, almost like an audience member would?
Yeah, it's funny. My character really is told through the eyes of all the other characters. And so I get to play what's in their perspective of me. So I'm told in memory and whispers and recollections and found footage. So it was interesting to piece it together finally after being able to sit down and watch it and see all cohesively played out.
And Betty, I mean, there's obviously a relevance to this. I mean, it throws up the whole kind of world of fake news and social media, what to believe, what not to believe online, not to mention this kind of deep fake technology, which in the series is something I think someone cites the hostage video could be. As celebrities, as people in the kind of public eye, does deep fake technology kind of scare you at all? Because it's so searingly realistic, isn't it?
Sure. I mean, this might be more of a question for Adrian, but I don't know if anyone's going to make a deepfake video of me. I don't see what that would serve, but I think if they would, hopefully people, have a discerning, are constantly being discerning and questioning of their information and the sources that they're getting information from. And I think that applies to any and everything. And that's getting harder and harder because you have a lot of fake accounts and people intentionally trying to manipulate you, and that's always going to be, we're always susceptible to that. And I'm no better than being manipulated, than someone who can be manipulated. So yeah, short answer, yes.
I'm actually a deep fake. The real me is out surfing, so it's for me. But I will just say that there's some real real problems with fake accounts, and it just be a lesson to the audience to be more discerning about what you believe. In fact, I have people who pose as me online and solicit people for donations because I do a lot of charity work, and actually get people to give them money, pretending to be me. Wow. And they don't even need to create a deep fake. It's just using existing images and then text. So especially when you start bringing in the visual aspect to it, it's going to be harder to. They say I'll believe it when I see it. You can't do that anymore. Yeah, you can't see it and believe it because your eyes can be deceiving. So just be cautious. We're in a learning curve, and I don't think you should be too scared, but also it's an opportunity to level up and to have a more rich depth to how you receive information.
So that wasn't you that I gave $100 to last week, Adrian?
No, and now you owe me $100. See?
Oh, brilliant. Well, anyway, that's all the time I've got today. But thank you so much, and best of luck with the release of the series and stuff. And maybe I'll catch up with you again for season 2 if it happens.
All right, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!